What is going on, guys? Super Bowl was last night. Congratulations to the Eagles, and we also got quite a bit of trailers last night, of course, for the Super Bowl. Uh, Perhaps may not the best Super Bowl trailer weekend we've had. But still some nice little surprises here and there. And Marvel released a brand new trailer for Thunderbolts. Haven't done a reaction video to any of the other ones yet since I just started doing reactions here on the channel. So yeah, we're gonna check out the new Thunderbolts big game trailer that was released at the Super Bowl last night and do a bit of a breakdown. So here we go, starting in three, two, one, let's go.
Let's talk facts. The Avengers are not coming. Who will keep the American
Serenity
people
right
safe?
there. Bucky,
There's some big threat out there.
the
and
Void.
You're gonna help me stop it.
Wait, us?
Yeah, you. Why, you got someplace to be?
I love that guy.
So none of us comply? So what, we all just punch and shoot?
I can't think of a worse group of people trying to work together.
Everyone here has done bad things. You can't escape the past. Hey, it's like your mind is somewhere else.
So you can do something about it now, or live with it forever.
This could get messy.
No shit. You thought you were gonna be some great saviors? You can't even save yourself.
We can't do this. No one here is a hero.
Lena, when I look at you, I don't see your mistakes. That's why we need each other.
Okay, that was really good.
We are the Thunderbolts!
Can't call ourselves that.
God, thank you.
This has makings of team that can raise to glory. Bring light from the darkness. This team can be the heroes on the Wheaties box
Wheaties box.
with a little giddy toy.
Thunderbolt.
Alexei, have you slept?
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
I'd like not to die today, so maybe somebody else should be driving.
May 2nd, only in theaters. Woo. Alright.
Let's talk facts.
So my general thoughts on the trailer was it looks great. It looks fun, it looks entertaining, it looks like there's gonna be a lot of action involved. Thunderbolts is a when it first started in comics, it's a different team, and then they've had different team members here and there. And then obviously, Marvel, well, the MCU tends to do a little bit of different things here and there and do different teams. And sometimes you see a traditional team member, sometimes you won't. But I love this lineup, honestly. And it looks like from the start out, Bucky kind of forms the team towards the like maybe beginning of the film, the first act or so. It seems like from what I understand, all of them are sent on a separate mission, and then they end up getting put together, and they realize they were double crossed. And then later in the film, you end up getting that line, "We're the Thunderbolts," and so yeah, I'm really excited. Well, I say I'm excited, but I mean, I'm gonna go see this. I think it looks fun. I think this movie, a lot of people when it was originally announced to doing a Thunderbolts movie, it's not that I didn't want one. It's just like at the time, I just like, yeah. And they announced the cast and everything, and I was like, okay, I give it a shot. And then the first trailer happened, the teaser trailer, and yeah, I was like, okay, you know what? And then I've been hearing great things behind the scenes. Screen testings have been doing well, very well actually. People really enjoying it. It's got a feel of like Avengers 1, but a more updated, modern feel to it. And I think it's gonna be one of the more grounded based films in the MCU that we've had recently. I don't think I'm sure maybe towards the end, maybe an end credit scene, we might see some kind of a multiverse aspect. But if anything, I don't think you're gonna see anything other than one scene with multiverse stuff. I think this is a very just grounded story with characters, and then now you're adding in a new character that is essentially like the Superman of the MCU, Serenity. And you got to see a couple back shots of him use his powers. You got to see the Void. Um, so that was pretty cool. And it's going to be interesting to see a group of characters who kind of like Ivana said in the film, or Yano said in the film, we're not heroes. We can punch and shoot our way out of anything. With the exception of Bucky, who's kind of more like a super, you know, he's kind of got the powers, but like I mean, at the same time, like if he's facing somebody who can fly and do all that kind of stuff, he's kind of already out of the game. But it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. I really love this idea. Let's take a look at the trailer. So I'm a little subtitles on here just because. So she says in here the Avengers are not coming. Now we know this film's coming out. It's coming out May 2nd. I do not know when this film's gonna fall. I don't know if this is before, like, I don't know when it falls in the MCU timeline. I'm assuming it's obviously after, Endgame, after everybody has come back and stuff. Is it before or after Captain America New World? Where's it gonna be set up? We'll have to see. Where are the Avengers? Because it seems like in the film, Serenity, who shows up, starts killing people along with the Void and destruction of New York. I mean, you would think the Avengers, where's Spider-Man? Where's Daredevil? Like, where is everybody? Kate Bishop, you could say. I mean, even though she's kind of with Clinton and the family on the farm out west, I mean, you would think she's still like in New York patrolling. Maybe that's her home. But you can see here, like debris falling, stuff's going down. So here's a shot. This is Serenity right here, obviously. And I don't know what, like, is he incinerating people? Wait, what's his power? Because it looks like he's just putting his hand up and people just flopping down to the ground. I don't know if they just like burn up immediately, but that's a big threat. So you got Bucky. I'm kind of liking Bucky, so I'm assuming he's on Val's team. By the way, this is Val. Uh, let's go back. In the comics, she is actually formerly married to Ross, who was in the Black Panther films. We know she is like another evil, imagine Samuel L. Jackson, but evil. Nick Fury's evil. It looks like Bucky is working with her on some kind of a level, maybe a bodyguard or something. You can see he's a bit like he's in the suit. Now, I think he's a bit uncomfortable. He's not doesn't want to be there. Um, so here's the Void, and at this point, like, okay, New York has been Avengers battle, the Kingpin versus Hawkeye and Kate Bishop battle, Daredevil stuff. Um, New York has been through a lot in the MCU, and somebody pointed this out online. It's like, hey, why do people still live in New York City after all this stuff has happened? Obviously, Thunderbolts is going to happen, and I would imagine in Doomsday and Secret Wars, New York might play a good portion-sized battle as well. In that script, we'll have to see. So here, like I was saying, Bucky pretty much has all four of these guys tied up, beat up. You got Red Guardian, David Harbour, who I'm extremely. I heard like he's the funny man of the film, and we see that in the trailer. He's cutting off the one-liners. Red Guardian is a bit of an interesting character now because originally in comics he was the husband of Black Widow, but in the MCU timeline and version he is actually the father of Black Widow essentially, and her sister who you see over here, Alana. So it's gonna be great to see his role, and then you have Ghost returning from Ant-Man 2. It looks like she's kind of stabilized now, has her stuff under control. You have U.S. Agent John Walker. Um, Loved him in The Falcon and Winter Soldier as well, so thought that was great. Can't wait to see him back. As I said, Bucky is kind of like just like kind of putting them together, saying, "Hey, we need to team up and everything." Like I said, I love Red Guardian. I think David's gonna kill it. Um, Zelina jumping off. So yeah, you have the team like fighting together on ground level. They're fighting. I'm imagining Val. They end up uh, somehow getting in her way, or she wants to stop them or something. So they're fighting some guards here. Obviously, they're gonna do a good job. I mean, taking on bad guys with weapons. I mean, that's a specialty, right? There's David again. John, not heroes, obviously. All of these are all considered villains at some point. Although you could consider Bucky a hero at this point again. Um, let's see, what else are we missing in here? So this part, I would imagine this is obviously Serenity as well. Pretty much with ease, this pretty much throws Bucky's arm off, which was a bit of a surprise. There he is again. Obviously, we probably won't see his reveal until either the movie or they might do one last trailer. Um, I'm still want to know who he. Okay, so that's Red Guardian. So I imagine that's Serenity, and it looks like Red Guardian is going out through the window. I'm a bit worried about that. We'll have to see what happens. Thunderbolts is essentially like a uh what would you call it? Suicide Squad film or Suicide Squad type where they're supposed to be kind of killed off, like they can be killed and everything, no issues. I don't. My hope is none of them die. Honestly, I mean, maybe later in another movie or Doomsday or something, but I'm hoping the team here stays alive. We'll have to see. Obviously, John with his daughter. I kind of do feel bad for him, man. He was tossed in as the new Captain America. Tried to live up to the mantle. His best friend dies, um, brutally, kind of, and then he goes off the hinges. So you know what I mean. I kind of feel a bit bad for him. So here's a great shot. So the scene, like I said, when Red Guardian's getting thrown out for the window, I would imagine they're all down fighting. They're gonna go back up to the top of wherever they were at. So I guess we'll have to see what happens. Um, I love how everybody's got a suit except for Bucky. Bucky's just got some jeans, gloves, and a t-shirt on. So yeah, that's interesting. I love David's like costume, man, as Red Guardian. I love when people just standing by, just walking, no big deal. Like, hey, nothing to see here. Ghosts. And we finally learned what happened to Avengers Tower. So Val and her organization bought Avengers Tower. Rumor was that Kingpin was gonna buy it at some point. The other rumor was that the Fantastic Four, which we do now know is not set in current MCU timeline or in this universe, they originally were talked about maybe buying the Avengers Tower. Didn't happen. Great, screen shoot. I will say this, Taskmaster, except for the first few shots of this trailer, is in there. She is not in here at all for the rest of the movie. I think there's gonna be a reason behind that. And I'm not gonna really touch on that. I'm just gonna say I think the film, I don't think it's gonna be what people think. Some people think she's gonna die very early in the film. I don't think that's the case. I think she's gonna be in the film. Obviously, I think certain shots, we've seen trailers come out where they remove characters and they shoot different scenes. So I think she'll be in it more. I think there'll be a bit of a twist onto that though. Um, and then yeah, you pretty much get the title at the end of everybody. Love the shot of Bucky. Uh, everybody here. I love this too. What he does. See if I can get this right. Yeah, like, right there with his arm, he deflects the car. I thought that was great. Obviously, that's that battle down in the streets. I would imagine maybe they're at Avengers Tower. So you see them. Um, so yeah, and then you got them in the car, and Bucky shoots it, and it blows up. and that's where we ended in May 2nd in theaters. So yeah, guys, it was a good trailer. I really enjoyed it for what it is. I'm gonna go out and see the film. Um, Go out and support it. I think it looks good enough. I think it's gonna be a good film. I mean, is it gonna be groundbreaking? Is it gonna be like the biggest movie Marvel's ever done? No. But I think it looks great. I think this year compared to last year, I think Marvel has really stepped up the quality of the movies. Instead of quality, they're going back to quality. And let's be honest, Daredevil Born Again comes out in less than a month. Looks freaking amazing. Fantastic Four looks fantastic. Captain America, which comes out next week, I'm gonna go out and see. I'll be dropping a review for that. Looks great, and this looks great too. So we got all three trailers for all three movies releasing this year. I believe Ironheart and Wonder Man are still releasing this year on Disney Plus for shows. So we'll have to see those soon, hopefully, for trailers. But yeah, I'm psyched for Marvel. I think we're gonna finally get back to quality movies, good stories, stuff that actually, can tell a decent story and have fun with. And this movie looks fun. Um, Across all the board. It looks like it's got, like I said, the action, the comedy, it's well shot, it's got a great group of characters that people love in the MCU. So yeah, I'm excited for it. Um, do me a favor, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought about the trailer and if you're gonna go see the movie and what you hope to see in it and everything. And that is it for another reaction video on here. And until next time, stay safe, take care of each other, and as always, we'll see you in the next episode of Josh's Comics.